Welcome to Totally Clever. I'm Jarrett Sleeper. Tracy is away, so joining us today is our friend from Clevver Movies, Erin Robinson.
Hello, thanks, Jarrett. I am so excited to be here and so excited to welcome our special guest today from E's new show, The Fabulist. Say hello to the woman who really needs no introduction, Miss Kristin Cavallari. And hi, and someone who we know very well around here, Miss Orly Shani. Hey. Orly was a fashion consultant here at Clevver for a bit with us, so good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have both of you guys. It's gonna be a good show.
We are gonna play an awesome game later. It's gonna involve celebrities and our opinions on some of their fashion choices.
All right. That can get you in trouble sometimes.
Hopefully. First, we want to know all about your new show, The Fabulist. So tell us about it.
It's so much fun. So it's a half-hour trend forecasting show for E! We feature everything from fashion to beauty, travel, fitness, food, and Kristin and I host along with a rotating panelist situation, which brings in a lot of fun, a lot of variety, a lot of sexiness.
Yeah, depending on who you have on. But we're telling you what's hot right now and what's about to be hot. So you want to watch our show to see what you need to get on board with.
I am so on board already.
Yeah,
It's so much fun. It's such a fun show.
All right, it's time to have some fun. We are going to show you guys photos of some of our favorite celebrities and some choices they're making. Interesting fashion choices. It could be their clothing, could be an accessory, their hair, makeup.
All of that stuff. And we're going to break down together and decide whether it's something you've got to have in your wardrobe at home or if it's a fashion fail. So we're calling this game Fashion Forward or Fashion Faux Pas.
All right, so everyone has their fashion paddle.
Got it. Warm up your wrist, get it warmed up.
As soon as we show you a photo, you're going to make your decision. You're going to hold it up, forward or faux pas.
All right, here's our first look. It's Lorde in her signature black lipstick that she's been rocking a lot lately. What do you guys think? Here we are.
I'm gonna stand. Ooh, it's a tie.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say though. Maybe it is fashion forward because I do think it's a big trend and a lot of people can do it. I would look awful doing it.
Right.
But it doesn't look that bad on her. So okay, maybe I'll say.
Yeah, I think you should try it. And I'm really into the witchy thing, you know, very craft, very 90s.
This is very her. Some trends don't work for everyone, but this is very her. She's a performer. She's an artist. She can get away with things that we cannot.
Yeah.
So I think for her, it's badass. For me, it would be this.
She's 17. She's a rock star.
She's 17.
So she can do whatever the hell
she wants. She looks
Jeez.
great, but for the average person, it kind of looks like you just got through licking the brownie mix bowl. Right?
Interesting. That makes me like it more. So double this. Yeah. Get it. All right, up next is Miley Cyrus and her new, speaking of lips, lip tattoo. It suggested that this is a temporary tattoo, but
How's that temporary?
It fades on your lip.
that's what they say.
Even if you want it to stay, it starts to
That's
fade.
funny
You have
because I knew
Wolverine,
someone
like-
that got a girl's initials in there, so and they broke up. Good thing it
That's-
fades eventually.
All right, so
so what's
what do
the
we think of
verdict?
Miley?
I mean, I guess if it fades, I'm not mad at it. I mean, are we talking about this particular one?
This one, her choice.
All right.
Right, it looks like a fungus. I mean,
It's just,
it does.
and is it the
But probably-
cat?
Yeah,
Like
it's cat
more of
emoji.
the cat.
Yeah.
We get it. Cats. We
I
molest
don't
the
get
cats.
it.
We rub the cats. We
Sound-
dress like a cat. We get it.
Oh, I just got that.
All right, reeling it back in. My
On
point
brand.
with this is that if you have to actually show your fashion toys like this, it's the faux pas for me. Moving on, next is Selena Gomez in her farmer chic denim overalls and her cute little crop top. Is it forward? Is it faux pas? Let's decide.
Look at us.
We are
forward.
in agreement.
Hold
We
on,
are.
really? But like, do guys like this?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I like it, yes, is the short answer. I like it because that's what I wore for most of 7th grade.
Right.
I would like one
Me too.
thing,
The
you know?
one
What did you do to
strap.
get
strap.
back
With
your
the tank
7th
top.
grade overalls, which were like perfectly faded and awesome? Nothing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do a lot. I would do a lot to get.
Here's a tip from the country girl on the panel here.
That's true.
You do have to master taking those straps off when you do use the potty. You will fail many times before you succeed. Trust and believe. But I think it is fabulous.
Yeah, I love it. I think I like it like this, balanced with like feminine touches, with heels. She has a crop top. It shows her body. It's not like boxy and childish
swallowing
looking. Yeah,
her.
she's doing it in a sexy way. So I think like this is a fun way to do it, as opposed to like
I've seen-
sneakers and a t-shirt or
Yeah.
something. Like that's not okay.
All right, next up, Demi Lovato. And that is a lot of rings.
I say the same thing.
2, 1. Boop.
Not for me though, but
Yeah.
I do like a lot
Oh,
of
I did the
rings.
wrong
I think
one.
it's again a big trend. The pink hair is a trend. All this is very trendy, but I would not.
To me, I don't love it because I just don't think it shows any personality.
There is a line that you can cross when you go into like Mr. T world, you know, with the rings.
Yeah.
But I love stacking rings.
I think it's very Game of Thronesy. Makes
Yes.
me. It's very Khaleesi.
Which is
you know?
very on trend right now.
Yeah. Also, just makes me think of getting punched by it, which would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, a
Anytime
little-
people wear a lot of rings, that's my first thought.
You don't want to mess
Yeah.
with them.
It's got to
Weird.
impair your motor skills.
You said motor skills, but I thought you said boner skills.
Oh.
And I thought,
It
does
is
it
that
impair
kind
your
of.
motor
It's
skills?
turning into that
Not
kind of
impairing
show
my
today.
motor skills.
I don't understand.
Moving on. To everyone's favorite girl crush, Miss Emma Watson. She's been rocking these accessories lately, from all of the Noah premieres to the Oscars. These hair jewels, hair accessories, are they in? Are they out? Is it a prom look, maybe?
I like them. I think
Yeah.
they're fun. Any way to change up the accessories and do something new and fun, I'm in.
I agree, and I think it's being put in an area we normally just don't do anything with. Normally the attention is everywhere other than the hair. I think it's
Right.
cool.
What I love about this is that you can have a very lazy day, do a top knot, not have to think twice about it, and then make it look really sassy and
Exactly.
and jazz it up
Yeah.
easily.
And you don't actually need to buy, you don't need to invest in anything like this. Like you can just buy those cheap silver clips or even black bobby pins or a contrast color and just start building a shape with them. So you don't need to buy like something fancy schmancy to do it. Just go to CVS and kind of load up on a couple and then just create shapes and angles.
I'm learning so much today.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna work my barrette game after this. For sure.
Yeah, you have to really work on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's a guy to kind of change it up a little bit. Looking at Harry Styles rocking his signature bandana do-rag headband look. Is it in? Is it out? What is this all about?
I'm obsessed with him. He reminds me of like a little
Gusta.
Mick Jagger.
Yes, I'm like 100%. I'm with you.
I think he's just such a badass.
Yeah, I can't stand him because he reminds me of a little Mick Jagger. I think it's,
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I, again, think that he can pull this off because he's Harry Styles, but let's be honest, do you want your husband or your boyfriend rocking a headband? It's all cute and fashionable until you take that thing off and it reeks to high heaven. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, not
Crazy.
many men could pull this off, let's be honest. But because it is Harry Styles, I'm into it. But no, I don't want my husband wearing it.
get out of here, Harry Styles. No me gusta.
Wrapping it up, here is our last look. It is Miss Lauren Conrad. She sent out this Instagram last week on April Fool's Day saying that she changed her hair color to lavender. But what do we think about this as an actual trend?
We talked about this on our show, actually.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
We were both on the same thing. We're over the purple because the purple has been done by Kelly Osbourne for like 35 years now. And so it's like no longer belongs to
makes
anyone
sense.
other than her. I feel like when you do it, you just look like you're trying to be Kelly Osbourne.
Okay.
Pastel colors, I think, are fun and cool. Very now. Like you're going to look at them in 20 years and be like, oh, that was so 2014.
But the reason why I think it's forward is that if you do semi-permanent, it only lasts 6 to 8 weeks, and it can really help you play up with your style if you wanted to try something new and different.
And which we featured on the show, you know, you can put hair chalk and you can put it just in the ends of your hair, and that really does wash out after one wash. And because it deposits color right on top of the hair, any color hair can do it.
Is it like, do you look like you have a powdered wig on when you have that though? Does it
No,
like,
it's
you know
just
what I mean?
like it looks like I just sort of dipped the bottom of my hair and dye, but it
fine.
happens to be.
Yeah. I, for one, love it. I think it's fantastic in like a fantasy sense, but I'm a big nerd. I've been watching Game of Thrones a lot.
Okay, so I actually learned a lot today.
Me
so
too.
thank you, ladies, so much for coming on and giving us your Fabulist tips.
Nicely done.
Yeah, well played.
Totally clever.
The Fabulous airs every Monday at 8:30 on E, so be sure to watch that. And join us here every Tuesday for another episode of Totally Clever. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Hey guys, I know you love this episode. To watch more Totally Clever, click to the left to watch us hit the streets and break some fake news stories.
And click to the right to see us play a really awesome game with Arrow's Katie Cassidy.